He was born a slave, property, less than human in the eyes of Rome. His master broke his leg, deliberately, leaving him crippled for life. He owned nothing. He had no rights. He couldn't even control his own body. And yet, this man became the teacher of emperors. Senators sought his wisdom. Generals knelt at his feet. Emperor Hadrian himself asked for his counsel. His name was Epictetus. And his philosophy is the most practical guide to living ever written. Because Epictetus understood something that free men often miss. The chains that bind most of us aren't made of iron, they're made of thought. Here's what he taught. Epictetus was born around 50 AD in Hierapolis, modern-day Turkey. His mother was a slave, so he was born into chains. He was sold to Epaphroditus, a wealthy secretary to Emperor Nero, a cruel man who saw slaves as tools to be used and discarded. One day, his master twisted his leg, some say as punishment, some say for amusement. Epictetus said calmly, "If you continue, you will break it." His master continued. The leg broke. Epictetus simply replied, "Did I not tell you, you would break it?" No anger, no begging, just calm acceptance of what he could not control. That moment defined his entire philosophy. Epictetus taught one idea above all others, the dichotomy of control. He said, some things are within our power and some things are not. Within your power, your opinions, your desires, your actions, your responses. That's it. That's the entire list. Not within your power, your body, your possessions, your reputation, other people, the past, the future, everything else. Most people spend their lives trying to control what they can't and neglecting what they can. They rage at traffic, they obsess over what others think, they try to force outcomes, and they wonder why they're exhausted and anxious. Epictetus had his leg broken and didn't flinch because he understood his leg was never his to control. His response was, Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think about that. He was legally a slave, yet he was freer than most free men. Because freedom isn't about your circumstances, it's about your mind. You can be wealthy and imprisoned by fear. You could be powerful and enslaved by anger. You can have everything and be controlled by anxiety. Or you could be a crippled slave and be the freest man in Rome. Real chains are invisible: worry, resentment, the need for approval, the fear of judgment. These are the chains most men never escape. Epictetus broke those chains while still wearing iron ones. That's true freedom. Epictetus had no patience for talkers. He said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Anyone can read a book, anyone can quote wisdom, anyone can sound smart at dinner parties. But can you live it? When your flight is cancelled, can you stay calm? When someone insults you, can you let it go? When life doesn't go your way, can you adapt?" That's where philosophy is tested, not in the classroom, in the moment. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Decide who you are, then prove it with action. Every single day. Not words, action." After Epictetus was freed, he opened a school of philosophy. Students came from across the empire, like senators, generals, even Emperor Hadrian sought his counsel. A former slave, teaching the most powerful men in the world. Why would they listen to him? Because they had conquered nations, but couldn't conquer themselves. They had armies, but couldn't control their temper. They had wealth, but couldn't control their desires. They had power, but couldn't control their fear. Epictetus had nothing, and he was at peace. That's what they came to learn. He said, "He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Master yourself. Everything else follows." So, what does this mean for you? You're not a slave, but you might not be free either. Enslaved to your inbox, enslaved to other people's opinions, enslaved to worry about things you can't control. Epictetus would ask you, what chains are you wearing that no one put on you? What are you trying to control that was never yours to control? The economy, your boss, your adult children, what people say about you. You can't control any of it, and that's not a weakness. That's freedom. Let it go. Focus on what's yours, your thoughts, your choices, your actions. A crippled slave found freedom there. So can you. If this resonated, consider subscribing. Every week, I break down ancient wisdom for modern men. Epictetus was born with nothing, had his body broken, lived as property, and he became one of the most influential thinkers in history. Not because of what he had, because of what he mastered, himself. The same freedom he found is available to you right now, today. What will you master this year? Strength, duty, legacy.